welcome once again to Akunsaunt Ebbed, episode 31, and you should not have 3 wrists.
Is this episode sponsored by Marshmallow Fluff?
You don't have any marshmallow fluff in your hand. What?
It's in the other room.
Do you really show three wrists?
Yes, it says wrists and then quantity 3.
Oh, no, it's because of when I was copying the lines. I was worried it said wrist 3 times. Alright.
What? The game Risk by Parker Brothers?
I have the wrong fucking game map up. That's great. Good job, me.
So if we're putting things in those slots, we're taking it off the inventory sheet somewhere else?
No, the slots are for if you get specific magical items that would go in those slots, or specific items that would be worn in those slots. And then you put whatever the item is after the slot name.
Just like right next to it, you mean?
Yep. So some of you that are wearing armor will actually see that where you have armor. It says armor, and then it should list what your armor is next to it.
I'm making a pants-related magical item, culottes of comfortableness.
Well, the most common one of them is the Triple H pants.
What?
They are pants of holding.
Like from
Named after
the
the
wrestler?
wrestler?
They're named after Havard's handy haversack.
That sounds...
The thing which none of us can say now because it's now trademarked.
Yes. Well, I can say it, I just can't try to put it in one of my products for sale. I just opened the wrong fucking game again. What the fuck is wrong with my brain?
I got too much of my family, apparently.
I think what happens is when one does not read licensed Pathfinder Society material, it's easy to get confused.
I think it's because we went from a Sunday game to a Sunday game, and I'm not used to multiple Sunday games happening in a row, let alone without another game in between them.
Didn't we play on Tuesday?
Yes, but I don't consider Tuesday to be me streaming them. I don't have to open up separate windows for things. I'm using that as my best excuse that I can. It's a shitty excuse, but I'm going to use it.
Plus, does your Thursday game have dancing greaser gangs?
It does not have dancing greaser gangs.
Not yet.
All right. So, who remembers where we left off last week?
You're up, Whitney.
Okay, this is a lot of notes.
Go get your 100 XP.
It's a lot of notes about cheese. GPPF is where the cheese is made. It's close to Rezix, where the cows live. It's vibrant and colorful, very pretty. Stained glass, rounded domes, large doors, lots of good places to find good cheese. We took a cheese test to see where we would go buy cheese, which involved putting sticks on our tongue, and it had a weird variety of flavors like blanket, sparking cheddar, dank, etc. We also got to sample some actual cheeses. The cheesemonger's name is Theodore. His cheese shop is Theodore's Fine Cheese. He wants to see our business license before he can give us accurate pricing. Galfine and Zug buy cheese to take with them. Cheese testing is a good way to get free snacks. Pax and Zug ride a gnomish roller coaster, which was level 3, and it's terrifying, and we throw up, and we lost James. Then we go on a level 4, we get woozy, we feel like we're falling, and we end up nauseous, but we were brave. We went to the Hall of Records to get more information on why Meg was exiled from the GPPF. She was disowned by her parents and GPPF, but we can't find out exactly why. But maybe because she was seeing ghosts or things that weren't there. We go to look at the house where Meg grew up, and Harcourt tries to convince the footman of Meg's parents' place to let us in, but that didn't work, so we left.
Very good.
Wow, I wasn't there, and you guys went to my house. Cool.
Yep. Well, I mean, you couldn't be there. You couldn't go to your house.
I know, I gotta be outside like a dingus.
Yep.
Because I was spying on you.
Hey, Whitney, can you bring the camera down a little bit? So you could be in frame. A little bit more. Sorry. Thank
Damn.
you. Okay.
I'm taking my 100 points. Don't.
You can indeed. Actually, you can now take 200.
Why?
And at next level up, that will increase to a percentage.
A percentage of
Your current XP?
what percent?
I will have to figure that out once I sit down and do a little bit of math.
I would vote
100%.
like 20%. I think that would be fair.
No, not for...
0.05.
No, 20.
0.0005%. On
No,
average,
it's
it
just
works out to about 100.
No, it should be like tipping. I do a good job, you give me 20%.
No. All right. So, defeated a bit by the by your attempts at getting into Meg's estate. You guys can head out. In the meantime, I believe the request was from Galfine for Meg to go look into getting her a +1 weapon.
All right. I'm getting Galfine a +1 weapon, or
Getting Galfine a +1 weapon.
okay, and a scythe, right?
Yes. Looking into how to get it, because Meg can't exactly... What's Meg's carrying capacity? It's like 8 pounds or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's why
can
I'm
carry
still
a dagger.
holding her wide.
Yeah. Yeah, Meg, strength 8. Light load 20 pounds. So
Yeah.
you could theoretically carry this.
That's about it, though.
Yep.
Hold on, I have to take my clothes off. I'm carrying this scythe. All right, I'm gonna look up, scythe dealers. You know what I mean?
Some
Scythes are
knowledge local.
which
you
I
mean-
don't have.
You can also give me... Well, you know where it's... There's only 2 places you're going to find a magical weapon. You're either going to find them at the smith in House Rourke, or you can potentially find one used at the trading post. Where would you like to start? Need some background
Let's
sound.
start in House Rourke. Let's just go for the gold.
All right. That is good, because when last it had been looked for, I do remember that there was no success finding one in the trading post. So, you can head over to the smith.
I will head over to.
When you arrive there, you are greeted at the gates by the guardsmen, who kind of like look down and act as though they can't properly see you.
Oh, hey guys, I'm down here.
Oh, sorry, we didn't notice you.
Yeah, I'm tiny.
What are you here for?
I need to purchase a weapon for a friend. For real?
Oh, for your real friend, huh?
Yeah, the friend is about twice my size, so this is gonna be interesting.
Twice.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, she's a little bit bigger than twice my size, isn't she?
well,
Yeah.
all right. Somebody will be down to let you in.
Oh, thanks. How you guys doing this day?
Same old, you know. Long day, nothing ever happens until it happens.
Oh man. Guard duty. It's either all or nothing.
Yep. The door down front, a small door down front opens, and there is a guard standing there. He takes a moment to kind of look you over with his... They've all got these like very massive helmets on, and these very long cloaks wearing, at the very least, this person happens to be wearing full plate.
Okay.
The people up at the top are wearing leathers, as is customary. But he opens up the gate, checks you over for a moment. Name?
Meg?
Former house?
Gnomish People's Front?
All right, come on in. And he opens up the door and allows you in.
Former house. Boy, that stinks.
Yep. And you can make your way over to the smith. The smith is a very large building, very close to the entrance. You basically come in, and you either go straight forward into the massive smith building, or you follow a set of roads that kind of arc off and go to other places throughout House Rurik. House Rurik is a very evenly structured place, so everything is in even blocks. The streets are constantly kept clean. The buildings are it's very clear and obvious what all buildings in the area are. So there's little to no confusion. And everybody here is pretty much on the up and up path. You'll be mostly unbothered so long as you do not do anything wrong or do not look in any way wrong, and your alignment checks out okay. For the most part, you'll still get a few eyes here and there on you as you look at stuff, but you can easily make your way into the smith.
I'm just gonna head straight into the smith.
Okay. The doors to the smith are sized for somebody 4 times your size.
Oh, crap.
But when you touch them, they open as smoothly as if it was a door sized for you. And inside there are weapons hanging on almost every square foot of wall. Most of the weapons that are up there are just simply there to demonstrate to you what weapons are available. There are racks of swords, other various weapons, shields, armor, just strewn about in even aisles, but all low enough that anybody can see you fairly easily from any specific perspective. And there are a number of people wearing scale armor that are roaming about. The scale looks kind of like some kind of lizard creature.
Huh. Do I talk to one of the smiths or do I talk to one of the people in the scale mail? I'm going to take a look around and kind of see how people are interacting.
Yep, you'll notice that as people are looking around at stuff on the racks, they seem to be talking to the people that are roaming around. If you roam around a bit, you'll notice that people talking to the smith are kind of asking for something custom to be made. They'll say, I want it with a handle that looks like this, or I want the blade to have fire looking like it's coming off of it.
Like a hammer that looks like a gem?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask one of the helper people. I'm going to be Garçon.
Yes. What can I do for you?
I am looking for a, what does she have, a great scythe, Steve? A great scythe?
She has a regular scythe.
Okay. I'm looking for something in a magical scythe for a compatriot of mine.
Sized at your size?
No. Size to a half-orc size.
About how tall comparatively? And they take you over to a chart and show you height.
I could actually stand on my own shoulders and she would still be bigger.
Okay. So here, any gestures to the middle point of 6 feet?
Yes.
How tall is Gelfine?
6'3".
Okay. All right. And you said
Gelfine's about 6'3", I believe.
You said magical, yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
What power of magic? What are you looking to do here? You need to get around some heavily armored things. You need to just deal with some, minor magical problems.
Was I given any specific directions as to what you were? Gelfine, is there a certain thing you're looking for? A scythe? Disruptive? Speedy? Vorpal?
I mean, right now it's mainly looking for a +1 weapon.
Okay.
Holy Avenger +5 scythe.
Yeah, +5 Holy Avenger scythe. Let me get a Vorpal wounding, quick dancing.
If you're paying for it.
if I had the money to pay for that, I'd buy it just because I'd want to see that disaster in action. Vorpal wounding, dancing, keen, quick. Yeah,
It's just a scythe that's spinning around, randomly killing people as it goes. It cares not for what its owner wants. It just wants
It's like
death.
Oh,
Tasmanian
no.
devil of a
Yes.
scythe. We're looking for something and help the person hit with more frequency.
And hit a little harder with each hit.
Yes, exactly.
Very good. So something along the baseline.
Yeah, we're pretty basic.
You want something brand new, or do you want something that's previously used by the military?
Well, we'll talk price, and I guess I'll have to know. I'm not a proficient magic item buyer myself. Also, I've never bought a magical weapon and couldn't even carry one if I bought one.
Well,
Just a simple no country no.
fundamentally, there's not a lot of difference between getting a used one or one that's brand new. We do a little bit of decorative stuff if you want something that's brand new. If you're willing to take something that's already been used, you might not like the design, or you can go with something that's a little more like standard issue. But it's a pretty big cost difference. Scythes are a little less common, so you're not going to find them, saying like a Rancer's pricing or a Bardish, but you'll still get them at a reasonable discount. Most of the time, people will upgrade their weapons to, 2, 3, 4, what have you.
I'm thinking my friend is really big into ponies.
Okay.
So if you have something with kind of a pony theme,
There is a 5% chance that they will have it.
oh, I'll pay for it myself if they have a pony themed site.
Nope. 8.
Damn.
Close.
My friend is a half orc. She's got an artistic temperament, but is a little on the quiet side. On something that looks nice, but is not ostentatious. The pony jokes aside, I would say what I would find interesting in a scythe, she probably would want the opposite of that. But
Well, I think that knowing that, makes it a little bit more difficult if you didn't want to get something used, unfortunately. I don't have anything that is, like, artistic per se.
well, let's talk used then. Let's
Yes.
talk used then.
So our base price for a used scythe is... let me make sure I have my magic item prices correct. I would feel stupid if I was off on this.
I'm gonna go with $27.50.
No. Right, I think swords are 2,000 for +1. Normally.
Yeah, +1 plus the masterwork, right?
Yeah. Just want to make sure I'm not
No problem.
off here. Yeah, it's 2,000. It's 2, 8, 18, 32. So here, their base price is 1,600 GP.
Nice. That's a great price, right?
Yeah, it's a
I know that,
very
though.
substantial discount off of the known like 2,300 that it would traditionally be for something brand new. Usually, there's often a discount to take the magical price off, but it still takes it to around 2,100.
Do you have a couple of models, or you just have one lying around?
He walks over, picks one up, and extends it to you to test out.
We both know I had to do this. We both know this is not going to go well. All right. Can I pick it up?
A scythe weighs, I think 6 pounds, right?
I have 1 pound to
10
spend.
pounds. So you can pick it up.
All right, I
Just
pick it up with
Strip down first.
Yeah, I may have to take all my.
No,
armor
your
off.
light load is 20 and your medium load is 40, so you're okay.
Okay.
You're just
Alright,
a little bit like, ugh.
This has really got some heft to it. I think. I don't know how to swing it, and I know there's an art
Oh.
to swinging one, so I kind of move it a little bit and go, oh yeah, that feels like that does the ticket there. Is there an exciting history of this weapon, or is this was used by the military? What's the deal?
This is a standard off the shelf militia weapon. We don't, like I said, we don't get a lot of scythes, so what we do have, we keep on the rack here. It's a little bit banged up here and there. You know, if you end up in a situation where you're dealing with somebody who's proficient at breaking things, that might not stand up as well as a brand new one would. But you'd still, for most things, it would still do fairly well.
All right. I wasn't supposed to buy one. I was just supposed to go shopping, right?
It depends. How much money would Galfine have had on hand? Does Galfine have on hand? You're muted.
I don't know. What do you think, Galfie?
You're muted, Michelle.
I forgot the math we did because a ton of money is in copper.
So copper divide by 100.
So it's 42.
And platinum multiplied by 10.
It's still 0.
And silver divide by 10.
I think I'm the only one that carries around platinum pieces.
4.
It looks like you are a little short.
Yeah.
How much is she short?
She is at what looks like 1,300. 1,200. Roughly.
Let me look at my... Because I haven't been spending my money other than tithing because I can't really buy things. Yeah. So I think I'm sitting on some gold.
There's also about
Also-
$700 gold in the party fund. But I
So
think
how
that is
about
presently
stupid
being
cheese?
used for other things. What?
Yeah, that
Oh,
is...
stupid cheese. I had to buy that cheese.
It's understandable. I would only... I can't fault you because the only reason I didn't buy cheese was because I wasn't there.
I got free cheese.
Oh, double cream? Oh, so good. Okay, what am I looking at here, Charles? Get it together, buddy.
GP.
Additional money. Okay, so what does she need to finish this?
She would need about 300 GP.
All right, I consider this an investment in my protection, so I'll throw the 300 in.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, go ahead and take down 300. Go ahead and take the 1,100 out of your gold, and then wipe away all your platinum and all of your copper and your silver. And we'll call that imbalance.
So I have like 3 gold left.
Yes.
Great.
Welcome to the adventuring life.
Oh no, because I bought some cheese. I'm still
Well,
blowing
I'll
some
be
cheese.
expecting you to share that cheese with me since I couldn't buy any.
All right.
No, fair enough.
You can complete the exchange. They will give you a bill of sale for the weapon.
Hey, do you guys got a delivery guy?
No.
Do you have somebody reputable? I'd throw in a 5 GP if somebody could get this home. I just feel like I'm a sitting target. If I have to defend myself with this thing, we're all in trouble.
Fair enough. We'll send a merc with you.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
No
You
problem.
guys are solid.
Yep. So if you
My
drop
first
5
interaction
GP,
with them.
yeah. If you take 5 GP down, they will send the mercenary with you. Mercenaries, like, pretty straightforward. Happy to have your 5 gold. Kind of treats you like a king for the trip back. It's a lot of money to get for a pretty short trip for him.
Has he got a Baby Yoda with him?
No. Where's the rest of your crew?
They're out buying cheese.
And they leave you here?
I'm not allowed in English territory. There's been issues.
Oh, that's sad to hear.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Since you're carrying that scythe, you working for the fam hands or something?
That's not like a secret thing, right?
No, it's not a secret thing.
Yeah, we do the odd gig for the fam hands. I relieve people of their injury.
How do you like it?
It's not bad. I mean, if I have to do direct combat myself, it's a little tough. But I don't mind the adventuring life. Plus, I got the comedy thing I do in my spare time. Plus, eventually we're gonna find my grandfather, establish myself as a gnome again, and then I'll be living large.
Comedy? What kind of jokes you tell?
I did write a couple, and I can't remember them right now.
That's fine. Just give me a perform comedy on him.
Ooh, cool. It's been a couple of sessions since I've done that. I could use a merc friend.
Mm-hmm.
Profession job. I love that so much. Did it happen?
Not yet. But that doesn't mean it's not just delayed.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not to click it again, or I didn't hear any.
I don't see the boop that happened.
Come on. Nothing?
No, let me make sure other rules work. Can somebody else just try to click out something? Because this has happened before where I need to clean the roll 20 cache. Okay, so that did work. How long did that take from when you clicked it to when it appeared?
Like, not even a second.
Okay.
Now you're just showing off. Gee whiz. Nothing now, huh?
No, I can roll it for you here.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Sorry. Oh, you know what? You may have to refresh your roll 20 because I am noticing that on my screen it didn't show that you transitioned tabs. Because normally our screen should be succinct. And that is usually when I know mine has timed out because I'll be clicking something and nothing will roll over. Well, I'm waiting on that real quick. Zug, have you been keeping up on your book?
Which I roll for it right now?
Actually, can you click on the book itself? There is now a book in your inventory. The book is called The Demon Inside, and it will automatically roll your will save.
That's not ominous in any way.
It's a good book. Alright, so that is that is 1 fail, because you had 1 success, right?
You can do this, Tom.
That was the week before last.
Yeah.
Or 4 weeks ago.
It was like 4 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah.
I have that in my notes, so I just have to figure out which note I put it in. I think it's actually on this sheet. Yeah, nope, you are in your second failure.
Oh.
Oh, Zug's gonna turn chaotic evil.
I was like, you have been wanting to be possessed by a demon for a while. I mean, now you're just living the dream.
Well, it's a slow alignment shift. It's not a direct alignment shift. All right. Do you want to try it again, Matt?
Yeah, I it wasn't booting up. I had to completely close out.
Yep. That is the sign that it is malfunctioning. There it is.
There we go.
Yeah, so he'll give you his contact info, and he'll say if you ever need him I think you probably paid a little much. Like, you're a funny gal. If you need anything, why don't you give me a call? I'll come out and take care of it. No charge. We'll call it the difference.
Oh, thanks a lot. You're a swell guy. You're my first person I've ever talked to in House Rorik.
Thanks. I'm not as stuck up as some of those guys.
What's this guy's name?
His name is Pending.
Mando. What? Blue Man? Adrian Velt.
So you can take down the contact info for... God damn it. For Maximilian Otomar.
Oh, nice.
Or, I'm sorry, Maximilian Otomar Rurik.
Otamar?
Otomar. Ottomar.
Boy, I put a lot of crap on this character sheet.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll probably get home, where are you going back to the house? Are you going back to, the winery? What was everybody's plan for after they did their runs?
Well, the
What
winery is my house now, so
Okay.
while it's under repairs.
Yep.
What time of day is it?
It is probably late in the afternoon at this point.
Why is the pineapple in so much pain?
Because the book is replacing Zug's mind with the chaotic evil mind.
I feel like I'm ready for some more snacks. I haven't performed in a while either, so I think I'll go to the...
Okay.
That look is concerning. Maybe I'll just go home.
Is anybody
and
else going there?
stay
Nope, you've already committed
quietly.
to that. Anybody else going there?
Going
Someone
where?
else
To the
should come with
cantina.
me.
I'll head out
Yes.
to the cantina after we do the scythe business.
Okay.
We'll stop and pick up a nice bow for the scythe. You know what I mean? Nothing like frilly. Just, like, hey, congratulations on your new scythe.
Okay.
Pink with silver tassels. Something tasteful.
All right, you can pick that up for like probably about 5 coppers.
All right.
Are you gonna come with us, Galfian?
Sure.
Whole party maybe
Part-
goes.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like that pineapple became a corrupt cultist.
So the eventually Meg will get there, and then the other 4 of you will head on in and find Meg there. The owner of the establishment stops Harcourt and Pax as they're coming in, gesturing for them to come over.
Hi.
What up?
Hi. That's all I get.
How you
Hi.
doing?
It's only been like 2 days, dude.
2 days? Let's look at the calendar
Wait,
here.
wait. Okay, there might have been a time jump in there. So yeah, 2 days for me, and probably a little longer for you.
He pulls up his personal calendar, and he looks at what day it is now. The 25th of Pridium. And he looks at what day is the last day that Pax performed. And that day is the...
First.
Second performance. Why can I find... third performance. The 9th is the last time I see Pax performing.
I beg to differ, but I don't have notes, so can't argue.
Even still, there weren't 3 instances of her working in the last week. A full week has passed without her arrival.
Well, I'm here now.
Yes. Yes, you are. So, you owe me 6 days worth the work. So I'll let you work off 3 of them. I'll take everything from this cut.
Oh, that's harsh.
Well, she's a giver.
Excellent. Why don't you get on up there and perform, little lady?
It didn't work.
You're being kind of rude, you know.
I mean, when I make a deal, I keep it.
You didn't call me. You didn't bottle message me.
I don't have your bottle information.
That sounds like your problem.
Oh wait, you didn't bottle message me though. And you do got my information.
When we make deals, we keep deals. It's the responsibility of the worker to keep their shift.
If you had concerns, you should have reached out to
So
us.
wait. So we have our shift calendars laid out, so we know exactly when we have to be on duty.
Oh, it's so cute, kitten.
He seems to be getting more and more frustrated. Give me a bluff.
All right, one bluff. Come on, baby. Don't be a Viking.
Ooh. All right. I'll let it go this time. I don't want to see more of this. Let's do this. Let's keep a steady schedule here, right?
A steady schedule.
All right.
And for every day she's late, she will pay double.
Every second, and that means 2nd, 12th, 22nd, 5th, 5, 15, 25, and 7th, 7, 27, 17.
No, hold on. I have to write this.
Say that again.
I totally back
2,
by that. Yeah.
5, and 7.
2, 5, 7.
So every day that ends in 2, every day that ends in 5, every day that ends in 7.
And do we anticipate that we will be kept correctly abreast of what the date is for each session?
The date will always be the same. 2, 5,
No.
7.
I'm talking to the GM.
I will try to update you on the date every day. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you can. Are you going to set about performing now, or do you want to instruct or let him know that you need to speak with your party members first?
Why is that perform on my
Why does it perform on your what?
on my skill check macro?
Oh, I haven't finished your skill check macro yet for skills.
Okay.
That's just for now. There's just the one for knowledges that works functionally right now.
I'm going to perform now. I'm going to start out with a little piccolo.
Okay. I have not set up piccolo music for you yet.
My piccolo.
Oh, look at the bunny.
I will carry on with your other music for the tavern. All right, Meg, you have a gift for Galfine.
I know. I'm pretty excited. Is Galfine at the tavern?
Yeah, Galfine showed up with the rest of the group.
All right, I have my merc friend with me, or
Yeah,
do we bring it back to-
he'll hang out there if you buy him a drink here and there.
Sure. Hey, everybody, this is my new friend Maximilian, and we got a little gift for our favorite artist. And I ta-da with the subdued pink and silver bow on it. Look, I kept it. Whatever it is, lest I subdued it. Here you go. It's this thing for dealing death.
For what?
Isn't that what you do with these size, dealing death?
No,
2d4 points of death.
no. I
Oh.
just definitely want out that.
So
But
you're
thanks.
just overwhelmed
With joy, joyous joy.
with joy?
With joy and confusion on why there's a pink bow on it.
Oh, when you buy somebody something, you gotta spruce it up a little. You know what I mean? It's a nice flourishing touch. It comes right off. Although I believe leaving it on there will be a good luck charm.
But why pink?
Pink is a great color.
Are you really going to complain about your present?
Yeah, I don't. Some people, I don't know. Anyway,
The present that in her
I
mind
asked
she
him
paid
to
for.
buy this.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Present, I paid for most of this.
Yeah, but you didn't pay for the bow.
I
You
want a
didn't
bluff
pick it
roll.
up. Also, I'm doing a real
That's a very
good
good.
performance over
That's a
here,
very
y'all.
good gift. Yeah,
You are doing an
That's
amazing performance.
that's now how I picture Galfine as that
Hey.
gift that.
Since you said you wanted to use more of your spells, do you want to wind some of your fascinating with that performance?
Oh, how cheap!
Oh yeah, you're not only. I need the party to give me a will save.
What?
You're all within hearing range.
We're within hearing range of.
Pax performing her amazing music. All right. So.
Yep, I suck there, because them dice hate me.
Yep. So Harcourt, Harcourt and Galfine like suddenly stop, and they like turn to watch Pax performing up on stage, as do a number of the patrons throughout the place. Taking on the 32 in performance, the
Jesus.
critical performance, and not even caring by the end of that they felt a pull in their mind to bend them towards the music. Very good. You will get a lot more tips that way.
And I get to keep them because
You will get to keep them because of the deal,
Well, Harcourt.
because Harcourt managed to smooth things over.
That tub
Yeah.
thumping is a great number.
You're welcome.
You're playing tub thumping on a wind instrument.
Any
okay.
piccolo. So anyway, oh well, she's not paying attention.
Eventually,
What are
her
you
attention
drinking?
will return after a big round of applause. But
Okay.
yeah, he's just drinking whatever swill is available for cheap.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have a light wine.
Okay. They will.
So how-
They'll bring you over a nice like soft white.
Okay. I want to hear about the trip to the cheese shop. I guess not. I guess I don't. Is it because
there
they're
were
fascinated?
Lots of,
You're
well,
performing.
I'm still on stage.
Yeah. Well, you can step down for a little bit after a set like that.
That epic set.
So.
All right.
Shoot it.
What's up?
So how did the cheese shopping go?
Are you allowed to take out your cheese here? Or would I be allowed to take out my cheese here?
You don't see any reason you couldn't.
All right.
But that's caused so many problems for you in the past.
I just whipped out my cheese and they got all angry at me.
I got all angry. They said no cheese like that here. Put that wheel away.
Ah, so you bust out the cheese?
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. What is this? What is this rind here?
Yeah, this was the sampler.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's a ton of different cheeses. They're
Oh,
they're the mid tier cheeses.
Yep.
Like we tasted a bunch of the high tier cheeses. But this was the mid tier right here.
Whoa.
There's still a lot of good cheese to choose from. There's just nothing like that feels fancy. As somebody who spent a lot of time in the GPPF, Meg would know. Like Meg could easily tell, pretty much instinctively, like, oh yeah, this is the stuff you'd normally give to like, you know, the guests that come over all the time. You wouldn't, you know, break this out for a dinner party or, well, you might break it out for like a, you know, small dinner party, but you wouldn't break this out for like a really fancy event where you had important people coming over, or you know, like if you needed a gift for somebody that that you wanted to show real value to. You know, like you wouldn't bring this to your, you know, to a girl you're trying to impress. This isn't the cheese you bring to them. This is the cheese you'd bring to, like, you know, have you and your friends snack on from time to time.
let's call this regular company cheese. I've had this before. You give this when you know you have that guest that comes over on the regs. Do you mind if I help myself to a piece?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna get something with a nice, some nice holes in it.
Okay. So you can get
Yeah.
something that is, pretty similar. What size holes? You looking for something more in a Swiss size and a Havarti size?
I'm looking for a Havarti
Okay.
size.
Yeah, you can get yourself a nice, like the Havarti is pretty smooth, very light
Okay.
texture, kind of melts proper on your mouth as you put it in there.
Perfect for a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had tasted this really good. It was a moldy and smoky flavored cheese.
Oh, that must have been complex.
Yep, it was super delicious, but too expensive per ounce for me to get any.
Well, if you serve that kind of cheese, you got to up the quality of the booze anyway. I mean, what would you pair that with? Here, have a regular ale with this cheese that's going to overpower it.
Yeah, and the cheese costs 4 times what the ale does.
Plus, you're actually, if you're serving it with ale, it's supposed to have fruit with it, by the way. So,
Well, some.
how
There's some ales you serve with cheese.
yeah.
Some ales you serve with chocolate.
So, yeah, I enjoy my piece of cheese. I'm drinking my wine. I'm listening to my friend give one of the best performances of her storied career. It's an interesting night.
Yeah. So if you guys can spend the better part of the evening here, is there anything else you guys want to discuss while you're here?
I should probably do another.
Yeah, go
I
for
just
it.
want to talk about how great that bow looks on that side. I think that.
It really ups its attractiveness.
Yeah, I know. You gotta.
Switch over to the
Bring me that whole bag. would you?
ukulele.
Okay. Not a bad performance. Definitely a little bit weaker than your last, or quite a bit weaker than your last, but
Well,
still.
that one really took the wind out of me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you were
Ta-da.
drained.
I'm gonna need to perform comedy.
Oh man,
No, that was a joke because
I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't tell the joke. That oboe is the wind beneath the performance, or it's a piccolo, right? Piccolo.
piccolo. Yep. All right. So if there's nothing else you guys want to discuss here in the
I
inn,
think Meg should perform some comedy.
okay,
Oh, I didn't know if
Come
I was
on,
allowed
Meg.
to with this club. I can't remember.
you were allowed to.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll
I'll
be
get
a
up there and
double
tell some
bill.
jokes. I'll get up there and tell some jokes. I could use the work.
The SJWPs.
Pax starts playing in a little bit of the that soft kind of strum, but it's on a ukulele, so it goes a little well with the with a gnome style performance.
Wow, 24.
Pax, why don't you give me another perform check as well for an assist?
Sorry, I was gonna note.
Oh yeah. So Meg, you kill. Like people are really enjoying
We're
this.
dead.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys that do. They fall over in their chair and they have a heart attack, and coroner comes in, pronounced them dead on the scene.
Nice.
Investigation is called on you guys to identify whether or not this was deliberate. You're all brought down to booking.
Not again.
None of that happened.
I do a whole routine about, as a gnome, we like to bring a little panache, So if you want a scythe, probably not the gal you should send. Unless you like a fancy bow on it. Then I do a whole kind of observational comedy, about being like barely over 3 feet tall and trying to pick up a scythe. And like they were like, "Are you picking this up for your dad?" It's like, no. And then I thank them and tell them to tip their waitstaff.
All right.
Da-da.
everybody applauds and appreciates the performance.
All right.
This is a very good night for the barkeep.
Nice.
All right, and I do a public reading from my demon book.
The funny thing about darkness is the way it makes you feel warm inside.
And despite your very high score, everyone is still too horrified to give you money. No.
Or everybody feels more compelled to give him money.
Yeah. Here, take my wallet.
All right. Very
So
good
what
night.
do our tips look like?
You guys will walk away with, between the two of you, each of you will take about... Let's see where we get to from this.
Hopefully this will cover all that money I spent on that fancy boat.
You will earn 2 gold,
Yeah.
each of you.
That's
Well,
it.
yeah, that's a lot of money.
For 3
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, for 3 of you. Well, 2 of you, not 3 of you.
Manager.
Meg doesn't get any money because Meg hasn't
I
signed
have
up.
no manager.
Just saying.
So it's 2
I'll
gold to
get-
Harcourt and 2 gold to Pax.
I'll
But
give
I am graciously going to give my 2 gold to Meg.
Thank you,
Okay.
Harcourt. You're a hell of a guy. I'm thinking about all the bows I could buy with this 2 gold piece right now. I wish I could buy cheese with it.
If you seem a little sullen about the totals, he'll tell you, like, if you can perform regularly and we can get like a bigger audience in here on a regular time, there's more money in it. You know, the bigger the performance we can get would be even better, actually. Is if you and your talkie friend over there maybe found a way to make his comedy a little bit more melodic, and maybe
her comedy.
her comedy, and then maybe if you took that other one over there and you gave him like some other instrument, and then the little green one, that one can have an instrument too.
We're not going to be a
tall
family
one.
band.
No, well, all right.
What would we call the Von Epics?
It's a good idea, I thought.
I'm not gonna say it doesn't have any, doesn't have some potential.
Not everyone is as musically inclined as you may.
I feel like you guys could get into the double digits though on the gold scale.
I think I'm happy to keep it just me and my comedian friend.
Fair enough.
I believe the 3.0 Epic Handbook has a perform chart that goes up to 10,000 gold piece, which is absolutely ridiculous.
All right. So yeah, where is everybody heading back to for the evening?
I am sleeping back at my place that is not at the other
Okay.
place.
No problem. So you're not heading to the winery. Zug is heading to the winery. Is anybody else going to the winery? Or to
Yep, that's where I sleep.
the... Okay. How about Galfine? Where is Galfine going?
To the thirsty place.
To the winery as well.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, go pick some fights with that new side.
All right. So
You didn't ask about me?
I thought you said you were going back to your house. Where are you going, Pax?
I don't know. I'm scared to sleep everywhere now.
Well, you know that that your home got cleared out a couple of days ago by Meg, who dealt with the man with unresolved work
Yeah.
issues.
I'll go back to my room.
Okay. All right. So that basically means that Meg and Pax will have a uneventful night, and I need to make a quick roll on a chart for those people at the meadery.
Winery.
Or yes, winery. Let's see here.
I'm
So-
talking to Pax. I'm like, I think a throw rug would really tie this room together.
Zug, you're staying in the
Oh, you
room
should
you
do
usually
it.
stay in, right?
Yep.
And then Harcourt, you're in the room you normally stay in. And Galfine, where are you staying?
I mean, I was just staying out in the, like, on the couch in, like, the main.
You're gonna try to sleep on the couch?
Because then they have to get past me if anyone comes in.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. That was not how I expected that to go. So Zug, you get settled in for bed. And I'm gonna need you to... Let me pull back up this spell.
Need you to save versus death.
Taking it out again.
Have you heard of the exploding eyeball spell?
I am going to need you to give me a will save.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is another... Okay. So you lay down and you kind of like start to drift off. But your sleep is very, very rough. You find yourself like trying to keep your eyes, or you find yourself like thinking about all the rules and the systems and how they go together. But then like that book, you remember like some of what it's talking about is how like the system is, flawed, and, ultimately all ordered systems become disorder. They, refer to it as the inevitable entropy of all systems. That the truest order in things is for everything to be disorderly. It is the way that things flow the most efficiently once they're in kind of like the proper gel. Like water moves most easily because it is fluid and ever changing. Your brain starts thinking about water, and it starts thinking about like the rules and where the rules matter and where the rules maybe shouldn't matter. And really, you just end up spending the evening, in a state of like restlessness in your dreams. And you wake up with blood kind of pouring down in beads of sweat from your head, and you are fatigued and cannot regain spells for the rest of the day.
Yeah, somebody got to me.
Good thing they didn't have a garrote. But yeah, you are exhausted, or fatigued rather.
For those different levels.
Yes, exhausted is worse than fatigued.
Let's see, that's in conditions here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, where is exhausted?
Fatigued.
Fatigue, okay.
Yep. So you do not regain your spell points, is basically what that means. So whatever spell point you're at now, you'll stay at those spell points.
Alright, what am I at? Max, I believe?
I think you're at max. I don't think you spent anything, so... you're a little under max, it looks like. I think that's only because you burning hands down a part of the place, and then used, I think, a detect magic or not a detect magic, but something in the basement.
Uh-oh, I got 5 strength now.
Yep. All right. So the three of you will probably wake up. I am assuming that at this point it's a regular thing for what's your name, Miriam, to stick with you, Harcourt.
Sure.
Yeah, Miriam. So, what do y'all want to do on the 26th of Pridium?
Well, apparently we're gonna have to go perform.
No, 27th. 2,
22nd.
2, 5, and 7.
You said today was 22nd.
I said
No.
26. Did I say 22nd? I thought I said 26th. Today's the 26th. Tomorrow the wine will be delivered. If you guys just want to kind of gloss over this day, that's no big deal. But if anybody has anything specific they want to do.
Yeah, probably investigate some, see why I'm sweating blood or...
Okay. So yeah, you can give me what's your plan to try to figure this out? Like you woke up
I'm gonna head over to what, Meg's house, because she knows about medical stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
No problem. Give me 1 sec. Charles, you there?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I don't know if he stepped away or if he laid down.
Charles.
While we're waiting on that, does anybody have anything else they want to do in the meantime?
What's the weather like?
The weather here is basically always about the same. It's a relatively warm climate, so it is in like the mid 70s, and pretty much sunny. The climate doesn't change much up here.
I'd like to go for a walk in here.
Okay. So you can do that. How else? How does everybody else want to pass the day? What about Harcourt and Galfine?
If we're not doing anything... Oh, I hadn't thought that far in advance.
Hanging out with Miriam, huh?
No, actually, I'm gonna go for handcuffs. Now that you mentioned Miriam.
You're gonna go out and buy some handcuffs?
I need to go find some handcuffs.
Okay.
There aren't any at the winery? That's surprising. Look around.
Those are shackles and they're attached to things.
Alright. Where are you gonna go to get them?
Good question. Hey, Miriam, you know where I can go get some handcuffs?
She will actually let you know that they have some, but they're the kind that don't have any real restraining power, She demonstrates them to you and they kind of lock, but they don't have any real locking mechanism.
Yeah, no, I need real handcuffs. I don't need... This isn't for you, sweetheart.
Then I would probably say, you'd either, if you want a really nice set, you might run down by the smith in House Rourke. They might be able to do something for you. Or every once in a while, you'll find a good set of manacles at, in the unaligned territory in Zug. Or in Zug.
Zug, you have a whole territory in you. Must be uncomfortable.
And the trading post.
Let me start with the trading post.
Okay. So you can head there. And let's see. I'll let you give me a bluff and kind of like salesman your way through trying to find a set.
Damn it. Roof. There we go.
Oh yeah. Good deal.
That's a shitty honestly, that's a shitty roll. Because I only rolled a 10.
No, you rolled a 13.
No,
No, you rolled a 10, yeah. That's still good. I mean, you got plus 13.
Yeah, I know, but...
Yeah, so here you can find a few different sets of manacles. The question is how good you want your manacles to be.
Masterwork.
Okay. So those will be... Hold on a sec.
Yeah, Charles is asleep.
Why would you say that?
I have no idea. Because there's a chainsaw running in his room.
Alright, so you can pick up a set of Masterwork manacles. You can get a used set for 40. They don't happen to have a new set on hand, but they'll demonstrate to you like that the used set is as good as a new set. The lock is there. They've got the key mechanism correctly. They can't verify that nobody else has a key for it. But they, it's unlikely you'd run into the one person who probably has the key for this set. But it's a good deal. He's giving you quite a discount on them.
Yeah, we'll take those.
Okay. Oh, Charles.
I'm thinking.
He's still asleep.
I was thinking about the rug and then I fell fast asleep.
It just
Sorry,
sounded
everybody.
so comfortable.
What damn fool put carpeting on the wall?
All right. So Meg, in the morning, while Harcourt is out getting his manacles, there is a knock at your door. Do you prepare burning hands?
I don't have it.
Torch the building.
Does Zug prepare burning hands after
Oh,
knocking
I
on
sure
Meg's
do.
door?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Only if the door isn't answered, then I might have to prepare some burning.
I do that thing, except for I have no chain, so I pretend I have a chain on and only act like it only opened so far. Yes, good morning.
Oh, that's so offensive when people do that. All right, so yeah, Zug is on the other side of the door.
Hey, what's up?
I got a medical question.
Ah, come on in.
All right, I'll.
Did you fall on a scythe?
So
No,
Zug looks, by the way, like exhausted. Like he has not slept well the whole night.
Well, first off, you look like you're exhausted. Have you been sleeping?
no.
You know, goblins
I
need
tried.
9 to 10 hours a night to get their whatever horrible dreams goblins have.
But yeah, I'm sweating blood. Do you have any idea what might cause that?
Is that a literal thing? Is his character literally
His
sweating?
character like overnight sweat blood.
Well, I don't think I need to make a roll to tell you that that's some demonic shit there. Have you been reading those tomes? Was I aware of the tomes?
You were aware that there were books there. Yeah, you didn't get a look at what any of the tomes were.
Is it a reasonable assumption for me to? It's probably something to do with that place. Have you been reading any books? Or...
Well, I'll let you give me a sense motive here.
Okay.
I think that's a fair kind of. Would your character put 2 and 2 together here potentially, or maybe 2 and a few other things together?
I'm like the question. I'm a good detective. Notice how I didn't go for you know who? Nope, I didn't put shit together.
I think with a 10 you can say, because you experienced something similar last time you were there, right? It was Meg that had the last experience of nightmares.
Yes.
So you feel like you can safely put together, maybe it's that house, especially after seeing the basement and the condition it was in.
Well, that basement has a lot of evil residue on it. It isn't surprising me. How bad is the sweating?
Yeah, pretty bad.
I gave you your damage, right?
Damage? No.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You took 8 points of damage from sweating the blood.
Oof.
So it would have been. It was probably pretty bad. Like you would have woken up and it was substantial.
I'm gonna administer some healing.
Okay.
See what happens. Ooh.
Okay. So you heal him up for 6 points. And that helps, with the some of the head pain you were getting. It was starting to feel kind of like something was kind of pressing into the top of your head. But that pain kind of starts to subside a bit. But it really doesn't help the the general feeling of fatigue you're dealing with right now, as you're kind of standing there.
I would recommend that if you're going to get a good night's sleep, you not get it at that place.
Oh, well, that's my only place right now. My house is under construction.
Yeah, you can actually hear the construction going on down the hall.
I'm sure there's some nice hotels you could stay at here where there's only a minimal of invasive species living in the mattresses. I
I
suppose
got
if
knowledge local to know where the best hotels are.
Sure, you can give me a knowledge local to find
He's
yourself an
looking
inn
for
you
the,
might be able to stay at.
he's looking for the Crimson Overhang, or perhaps the
Oh, wait, did I just roll law?
Yeah, you rolled law. A little different there.
La Quinta Inn.
Nice. Yeah, so you know a few different places that you could head to that would get you a nice place to stay. There's not a lot of places for short-term living, mostly because there's not a lot of demand. I mean, it's a very like local environment, so there's not a lot of time to like somebody's just gonna stay in a different family's area. But there's a couple of places in Narenhawk that like you can stay during your home being under construction. That'll charge you a fairly like reasonable rate. You'll pay about 5 silvers a night for that. And that you know of, nobody's had terrible nightmares there.
Do I know it's not like a super dangerous area or anything? Like
No, the Narenhawk area is pretty safe all the way around. There's a lot of money there. A lot of guards tend to roam around there, and it's very like heavily full of a lot of mid-level wizards. So definitely got
Nice.
that gentrification.
They've opened up a new coffee shop called the Thirsty Gnome. It allows you to play local board games. Well, I mean, if you want to crash here for the afternoon to get some to knock the fatigue off, I'm up already, so I'll go out and do my errands for the day.
no, I'm probably gonna go find a spot in Narenhawk. Get set up for a little while there.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to be rude. You don't like my
I'll message everyone the location so they know where I'm at.
Okay. All right.
on
Yeah,
my
you can
pillows
open
I
it.
have shams.
Anybody else have stuff they want to do for the remainder of the 26th?
I'm gonna ask if anybody else got any exciting cheese that they would like to share.
I didn't buy any of these. Just snap.
No one else bought any exotic cheeses they want to share? I'm not casting anything out there at all.
Are we all Are we
What's
all
that?
together again?
No, not at the moment, but he's probably sending this
Oh,
over the
damn.
bottle message.
I'm real peckish. I wish we had some fancy cheese here.
I've got. I have some cheese that I
Uh-huh.
could share with you since you helped me and
Meg wants a
your
fix.
life.
Meg wants a fix. Give me the cheddar.
It's actually a bit fancier cheese than most butter.
Nice. Welcome back. All right, what's on the agenda? We're wrapping up the 26th, right?
Yeah.
At this point.
So if nobody else has anything, we can kind of gloss over that.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh,
My mic stopped working.
Oh,
Sorry again.
sorry.
So
No
if
problem.
anybody said anything, I got no idea what it was.
No, nothing important. You didn't have anything else you want to do on the 27th, on the 26th after you get the
Okay.
rest of the stuff together, right?
Oh, I tattooed a holy symbol of shot on you just to be safe.
Okay. He's
No,
got
you didn't.
4 tattoos right on his head. Nice
Nice.
pattern.
Did you actually do that, Meg?
No.
All right.
I think I'd have some hot cocoa and hit the rack. You know what I mean?
No problem.
What's the rat?
It's one of the
Sexual
only
position.
one of the only Marine Corps terms that's for some reason permeates my vocabulary. It's the bed.
Oh.
So, tomorrow is the 27th. You guys have the liquor delivery scheduled to show up at that old bar.
Vinny's house.
Yep. Or no, that's
Yeah,
right. You're
I
taking it
also-
to Vinny's. Yep.
I need to perform.
Yep. You perform at the end of the day.
It's not set what time I have to perform. I can perform at AM when the bar open.
The cantina. Well, it's open during that time. They don't allow you to perform there in the morning.
How much HP do you get back for sleeping?
You gain your con modifier plus your level is what I do.
Okay.
Does Vinny's have a sign like the Vinny's wine place, but it says Vinny's?
No, there is. Sadly, I did not think of that, but that is pretty good. Vinny's Beverage Depot.
Yeah.
So you guys are are meeting up at the house, I'm assuming, that day?
Yes.
So you got a little while before they show up. Is there anything you guys want to do before the cart shows up?
How we getting it across the street or down the street?
Can we hire a Vinny to carry it? Isn't that what we keep these guys on retainer for? Or is that for them to screw us over? I forget. Which one is it?
I think that would be fine. Give them some work, make it easier for us.
Speaking
it's about time
of
they
a
started pulling
Vinny,
them.
speaking of a Vinny, does anybody want to try to remember something or give me a knowledge or give me an int check to remember what I'm about to remind you all of?
The Vinny we shoved in. Oh, we couldn't shove the guy in. Here's where I'm a genius.
Here is where you're a genius.
Ooh, it actually worked that time.
So, this is supposed to be a Vinny's house.
I got a 5.
Which one of you 5 are Vinny's?
There would be none of us.
Wait, it's supposed to... What do you mean it's supposed to be a bit?
This is a Vinny's house. A Vinny lives in this house. Where is the Vinny
Displayed.
that is displaying itself as...
Harcourt has the best bluff.
Are you expecting me to lie? When I
I
am plainly
volunteered.
how so? You can tell by my cutthroat attitude.
I vote Harcourt. Anybody else?
I think friendly Scorpion Clan members could do just fine. How so?
Yeah, but sadly there are none of them here.
I know.
Alright, so you're going to try to play the part?
I guess I'm gonna play the part.
Alright,
Come in.
let's take a short break and then we'll see how that goes.
Okay, cool.